Yo, what up, guys? You already know what it is. It's your boy T-Dub. What's blazing in sports? We are here live, guys. So, got a little time in my day, so I thought, you know what? Let's talk a little bit boxing. Let's go live and put a face to the camera, guys. Listen, man. Boxing has been pretty lit. All right. Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, damn good fight. But now, guys, there's this question mark about, does Fury want to go back to that storm again? Yes, he was navigating through that storm the first time beautifully, but does he want to go back to that storm again? And then Mikey Garcia, guys, listen, man. I heard the interview on the Boxing Force about with Mikey Garcia. They asked a lot of tough questions, man. And the one thing that I got from all of that is Mikey Garcia is with all that smoke. He's with all of it. Then Anthony Joshua, right? You know, does Anthony Joshua really want to fight Deontay Wilder? Why are they pushing so hard now? Why didn't they push this hard when there was no Fury, there was no Wilder, there was no this? Why did they? How come at that time it was a lot of smiles and laughs and, you know, I'm not going to sell my soul for $50 million, and now it's like they just really want to get the fight all of a sudden. Question is, do you believe it? Do you not, guys? This is what we're here for. We're here to talk about this. We're here to get this work, man. YouTube like it's showing okay, guys. So let's go ahead and get into it. You know, shout out to everybody coming to the chat. Please do me a favor, guys. Come in and smash that like button, guys. Put some respect on that like. Level up that like, that thumbs up, guys. We're here live. So give me 1 second to check on this real quick. All right, we're good. All right, we don't need this right now. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, right? First fight, epic. The first fight has to be a candidate for fight of the year. It has to be, man, because the drama, right? I mean, listen, not even just that, the whole build-up, starting with Anthony Joshua, the whole build-up. Wilder and Joshua could get made. Joshua went on to fight somebody else, and Tyson Fury feeling like Joshua disrespected, you know, the country, and he said, I'll step to the plate. I'll lose the weight. I'll get in shape. If you offer me to fight Wilder, I would take it. And Fury and Wilder appeared to be friends, right? They was friends at first, right? And every day that passed, once they signed the contract, it got more personal, and more personal. And Fury knew what he was doing. Even from the first press conference, Fury knew what he was doing. He was trying to get in the mind. He was trying to get inside of Deontay Wilder's head to listen, guys. I don't care if you're friends or not. Sometimes friends hate to fight friends, but they do end up doing it in boxing. But once you sign that contract, you're really not friends no more until after that fight, because listen, this friend is trying to knock you out. Nobody wants to lose. The build-up, the excitement, the fight. Fury reminded us on what he was really capable of doing. And to be honest, if they fought again, I think he'd be in even better shape. He'd probably be down like another 10, maybe even 15 pounds. You never know. Could be faster, even more slick on his feet. But that fight, the first fight, Wilder versus Fury, the excitement, the drama, the knockdowns, the 12th round that honestly I think it should go in history books. People saying that Wilder may need a knockout. Some say he's only a couple points behind. The 12th round, when some people became accustomed to when they're up so much to kind of celebrate the last round. No, Fury came out there still fighting, still taunting. And then Deontay Wilder hit this man with a textbook combination. The right hand followed by the left hook. You had a knockout in the fight. But he beat the count. Guys, when have you seen 2 knockdowns, Fury looking good, knock out, and still beat the 10 count? So no, he wasn't counted out knocked out, but he was knocked out. You can be knocked out for 2 or 3 seconds or 4 or 5 seconds. And that is the fastest recovery time from getting hit with devastating punches like that I have ever seen. I've never seen nobody get hit with their right hand, knocked this way. The left hook knocked this way. And then the back of the head hit the canvas. And at the count of 5 or 6, open his eyes up and stand up on steady legs. But that was then, right? After the fight, there was nobody, when it was called a draw, nobody was talking about a robbery. Both fighters acknowledged it was a great fight. Tyson Fury started taking shots at Anthony Joshua and also said that him and Deontay Wilder are the real #1 people, right? He said, you know, we're the #1, #2. We fought tonight. And then basically, once Fury got, you know, behind closed door, made his ring walk and got dressed, he probably heard from, you know, Freddie Rhodes and the corners and maybe some other people that you really won that fight. And then that's when he really been pushing that, you know, he won and got robbed. Now, some of you might think he won, some might think he lost. I think it was a damn good fight. But the thing about that fight, it is a question mark fight. It's just like the Andre Ward versus Kovalev, right? The first fight, some people thought Ward really lost. Some thought Kovalev really won. It was a question mark. So they ran it right back. And then Ward closed that door on the doubt. See, right now, it's really best to run it right back, in my eyes. Yes, you can make some big fights. You know, Wilder can fight Joshua and become undisputed, or one of them will become undisputed, and then they'll fight Fury. But even if Deontay Wilder beats Anthony Joshua, and he will be undisputed, it's still a question mark. There's a draw there, you know? So it really does both fighters good to erase the doubt. Go out there and do a better job than you did, and get the unanimous decision or a knockout. That win that you know there's no doubt that he won, and get it. They need to run it back. But we have not heard from, what is going on with this thing? Sound like my chat might be disconnected. Why is it disconnected? Let me see what I can do to try to. Chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect. All right, guys. I don't know what's going on with this thing, but it's cool. We're gonna keep talking. I want to see how did the chat get disconnected? I ain't even worried about it. That's crazy though. That's crazy. That's cool though. It is what it is. You know, let me try to refresh it. Hold on. Hey, in case some of you guys don't know, YouTube hit me with that okie doke, and I was suspended for over 3 months, and all of a sudden, after stalking them on Twitters and different things, I finally got it back. Oh, guys, okay, all right, we good. All right. Hey, what's up, Sherry? Baby T's in there saying dropping in to smash the like. Hey, appreciate it, thank you. Mark says, "Sup, bro, man? What's up with you, man? Will the Magic Man salute? T-Dub. It was definitely lights out for a few seconds. Yes, it was, man. Hi, all in the chat. Salute. West Side. What's going on, man? Corpus, I ain't seen you in a while, man. Still can't believe Tyson Fury got up in that 12th round like that. Homie woke up like the Undertaker, man. Bro, I've been thinking about doing a video or something like that. Will the Magic Man said for a few seconds, I thought we were witnessing Fury have an out of the body experience. Hey, having that Miracom versus Canelo experience. He said Tyson Fury got woke up by Jesus, man. Listen, man. So now we're finna get into it. I got time, man. I got time today. That's why I got Fury right there, and I got Mikey Garcia, and I got Joshua. So I got to touch on all that, man. I gotta touch on all that, but. And listen, man, every time they ask Tyson Fury, how'd you get up? He don't know. And he says it, you know, it basically must have been God saying, get up. It must have been. Like that, you know, he probably, from those 2 shots, got a concussion. But Fury has not, I'm going to say this, Fury has not came out and denied or said that he didn't want the rematch. He hasn't said it himself yet. But his trainer is definitely pushing him for not to be a rematch. And guys, listen, man. A head trainer like that, honestly, I don't know, man. It's not as good because you're showing doubt that your fighter can win. Unless your fighter already has doubt and you just speaking what he's not saying, then I understand. But if your fighter is a fighter and he believes he can beat and he is the best, then you should never put that out there. But they show when Tyson Fury got knocked down, right? His head trainer was on the sideline doing this shit, bro. Hey, his head trainer, he said, "Listen, Jesus, listen, I'll never cheat on my wife again. I'll go to church tomorrow. I swear to God. Please wake Fury up." And Fury rose out the coffin. Listen, man, like, whenever your head trainer has to pray for you, instead of yelling, "Snap out of it, Fury. Snap out of it. Snap out of it," he started praying, man. "Oh, Jesus Christ." He started praying, man. And I believe that experience was harder on the new trainer than Fury. The experience of what Fury went through emotionally hurt his trainer more that his trainer don't want to see him go back through that. Fury proved that he was a better boxer than Deontay Wilder. I'm sorry, that's how I feel it. And Wilder proved that he can hurt and put down the big man. He says, with the Magic Man, said, news just in, IBF orders Josh Warrington to defend his title. Oh, really? Golly, I might look it up, man. Oscars, okay. Josh Warrington, okay. Wilder kept boxing exciting last 3 years and counting. Whether it's Joshua, Fury, Brazil, White, once they speak or comment on Wilder, it causes media firestorm every time. Let me get you now. Let me look. I'm sorry, I gotta look a little close. I gotta know. Wait, is it? Man, I don't want to butcher your name, man. Is it Ranoa? I know I probably butchered it, man. Thanks for coming to the chat. I really appreciate it, man. But here's the thing. Fury is a fighter. He got skills. He can move. But I don't know if Fury has doubt, but this is my personal reason. Well, if he did have it, this would probably can give it to him. Fury knows every heavyweight packs some type of punch, right? Something, right? The heavyweights. And for his whole career, his amateur career, his pro career, his sport and fighting, he probably felt he faced some big punchers. Klitschko, he probably felt he faced some big punchers, right? And when he actually fought Deontay Wilder, he probably figured he gonna only have to go through this fire once. He just gotta fight a beautiful fight. He has to dance to a beautiful tune just one time for 12 rounds and get the win. And once he was in there and Wilder actually caught him and dropped him, listen, man, like, if some of you guys are not fighters, or maybe you have sparred for, you have a game plan. And then when you go out there and you spar somebody and they hit you so effing hard, it can make you second guessing, man. Even if you finish that whole fight or that whole sparring session, you're like, golly, that dude is hard, man. It's gonna make you think like, God, like, you know, the next time you get in there with that guy, you're gonna get that same power. Yes, you did what you had to do that first time, but you're gonna get that again. Do you really want that again? Can you really, you know what I'm saying, not get caught again? Listen, he got caught twice, but he got up. Listen, he got knocked down and he got up again. Shit, he got knocked out and got up again. He said, just call me Zorro. All right, what's going on, man? Shout out, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming to chat. He said, I want to see the rematch, Fury versus Wilder. Listen, man, I think the rematch makes sense. Because right now, if Fury go on, and you know, I don't know if Eddie Hearn told the truth or not, but Eddie Hearn said that Fury's been asking about, or at least his camp has been asking about fighting Dillon and White. You know, to me, like, I mean, I guess you can always say, they robbed me. As long as he believes that you actually won, you can do that. But it's still a question mark over your head. There's a question mark over your head. And even if Deontay Wilder didn't fight Fury next, and he went to go fight Anthony Joshua, the whole lead up to that fight, they're gonna always talk about the Fury fight. Listen, it should be honest. It should be Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. Title, unfinished business. You know what I'm saying? Settle the score or something in that words. Because even if Wilder beat Joshua, it's still a question mark. And it does both of these guys the better good to fight each other and get a clear victor. And then that person go on to maybe fight AJ for undisputed. He said, Zorro said, imagine how hard Wilder hits with 20, 30 pounds lean muscle. Man, listen, he's talking about gaining weight, man. Even at the weigh-in, where he weighed in at, what did he weigh in? 212, right? I told my brother then, I said, Rob, I said, man, he's less than 212 because he didn't take his pants off. Wilder still had his pants on, probably had his keys in his pocket, could have his cell phone in his pocket, and he weighed in at 212. But we know, at least on fight night, that he said he weighed in at 209. Now, on fight night, did he still have pants on then? Was he really fighting around 206 for real? 205? Wilder even knows at this point that he can't keep giving up that much weight to these guys. I think he wants to get above that. I can't remember what he said, but maybe the 220, 225, maybe a little more, something like that. If he gets there, man, Wilder's going to be dangerous. But we need to get Fury in there next, man. We need to get Fury in there next. His trainer don't want that smoke. To be honest, if it's when I first heard Freddie Roach, right? You know, Freddie Roach did an interview, right? And Freddie Roach, you know, he can tell that he like, man, fuck it, this young kid don't know what he's doing. I'm gonna come in and swoop this shit right under that young kid, take Tyson Fury, and I'm gonna be the head coach for the second fight. And you know, I think Fury might be, you know, a guy that, you know, that's this guy got me back from near death. I'm gonna stick with this guy. But to be honest, if this guy is talking about not fighting Wilder next, raising the chips, getting more money, what, you want to get more money than Wilder now? Listen, I understand that you're the linear champion, but you know, that's not a physical belt. Wilder still has the physical WBC title. If anything, I think you guys should just do a 50-50 split. 50-50 split everything down the middle. I don't believe that Fury fought enough to say, I want the lion's share. I don't believe so. I know that they told Joshua that they're not going to fight Joshua. This is what I'm hearing, unless it is a 50-50 split. Zorro said Hearn messed up. He said one of those reasons Hearns and Joshua wanted to fight now is because they realized Wilder would never weigh in below 220, weigh in below, or never weigh above 220 maybe, ever again. AJ could have had Wilder under 215 on a $15 million flat fee. Bro, listen, man, that $15 million flat fee, you know what, I'm going to use my phone, because I know it's like it can chop it a little bit, because I'm running my two system on this. It should move out a minute, but I'm going to look it up on my phone so I can still see you guys chat and not have to scrunch my eyes and look way down there somewhere. But listen, man, that's ridiculous within itself right there, man, that people keep saying that Deontay Wilder didn't want to fight. First, he offered $50 million. You don't take the $50 million. Anthony Joshua said, I'm not going to sell my soul for $50 million. But it's okay for Deontay Wilder to sell his soul for a flat 15. Even a flat 12.5. That's cool. Remember, you said, if I'd have got that offer, I'd have reached out with both hands. I'd have jumped to the moon and back. But you want to jump to the moon and back for $50 million minimum. Remember, guys, this wasn't a flat fee for Anthony Joshua. It's a $50 million minimum. And to be honest, I'm not even sure that they even really want to fight right now. I really believe they're going to fight Dylan White next year. I don't think they want to. I think in the public eye, last time around, it looked bad for the whole camp. Joshua looked like he didn't want to fight. Eddie Hearn looked like he didn't want to fight. Deontay Wilder accepts the $50 million. They said, listen, we accept it. We have a couple of questions because there's no date, there's no guarantee that the fight is going to be next, there's no venue. We want to make sure the fight is actually next. As soon as they said that, next thing you know, I think if the WBA come in, and order a 24-hour to make the fight happen with Povetkin. To me, that was crazy. But now what they're trying to do is they're trying to like basically be like, listen guys, we were trying. We said we really wanted. We starved for it. And guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is why I don't think Anthony Joshua wants it. This is why I don't think he had any plans on fighting Deontay Wilder. So he was in the United States, right? On the night that Fury fought Wilder. He says he wasn't going to be at the fight. He says he wasn't going to watch the fight that night. He had to catch up on his beauty sleep because he had to be rested for some obligations, right? So who does not go to a fight when you want to fight the winner? If you want to fight the winner, you go to his fight. Sean Porter wanted to fight Danny Garcia, went to his fight, got in the ring. Earl Spence Jr. wanted to fight Sean Porter, went to his fight, got in the ring. Tyson Fury faced Wilder. Joshua was at home with the sleeping blindfolds on with a do not disturb sign on the outside of his door at home. But listen, but he went to Canelo fight, right? All right, I get it. Okay. Canelo fight, I get it. It's not nobody he's fighting. But he went to the Dillian Whyte fight. Remember, now that goes back to what we just said. You go to the fight on who you really want to fight. You slept through the Joshua versus Wilder versus Fury, but you went to the Dillian Whyte fight. You grabbed a microphone. You went to get in the ring until Dillian Whyte met you at the corner and that stopped you from getting in. That tells me that's who you really want to fight. I'm still logging in, guys. So in all honesty, I think he's just talking, man. I think Joshua's just talking. They trying to make it look like that they really want to fight, but in reality, they don't want that fight. They don't want that work, man. They don't want to fight. Even now, they don't want to fight Wilder. But let's get to it, man. All right. Look like it's showing okay. Let's go to the chat. He said, what's up, Luke? Said this guy smokes crack. Alright, let's see. How Fury ducking. It just had the baby, just climbed the biggest mountain to make way, so he's been away from his family and the baby about scared what the F. Alright, listen, man. Let's touch on that, Luke. Hey, look, you know, I don't mind that. Luke, man, first of all, I didn't say Fury was ducking. What I did say is his head coach don't want that smoke. His head coach doesn't want that smoke. Now, Fury did just survive a tangle with Godzilla. He just survived 2 punches from the Infinity Gauntlet. He did. Most people won't be quick to rush back in there. Now, am I saying Fury don't want to fight? He hasn't came out and said anything yet. But I'm telling you right now, from his camp side and not from him, it don't sound like they want to fight. Tell me when I lie to you. His head trainer, when Fury was knocked out for 5 seconds, he was over there saying the quickest 30-second prayer in 5 seconds of his life. In the back, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to pray for the heavens to wake Fury up. You know, in any movie you watch or anything like that, you'll see the trainer on the mat. Wake up, trying to jolt him, right? You know, to get him to wake up. He was on the prayer. He got on his knees and everything, just looking up, had his eyes closed and everything. Dear little baby Jesus, sweet baby Jesus. That's why, you know, his wish got answered, because he was praying to the baby Jesus. Sweet baby Jesus in that cradle. You know, that's why. But I don't think he really wants that work. Now, I don't know if Fury does or not. I'm not saying Fury don't do, because I like Fury as a fighter. I want to see the rematch. I think the rematch is going to be just as tough as the first fight. That was a tough fight. I still only watched the first fight once. And when I originally watched it, I said, oh no, at best, it's a draw, but I kind of tip it into Fury's favor. You know, like, it was like, nah. Remember, I didn't score round by round. I was calling the fight and watching it as a fan. So, is Fury scared? I hope the hell not. I hope not. Because, you know, remember, I like Fury. I think he's skilled as shit, slick as shit, 6'9", super quick. What up with the T-Dub? Let's talk about it.
What's good, bro? Black Horse Promotions, man. How you doing, man?
Oh, man. We get some Bluetooth. Can you hear me?
I couldn't hear you, bro.
All right, perfect, man. Hey, what's going on? Where you from?
Hey, man, I'm originally from Los Angeles, man, but I was out in Texas.
Texas, all right, man. Shout out to Texas. What you got on this topic, man?
Yeah, man, I see the topic, man. Y'all talking about Tyson Fury, man, and might be possibly ducking smoke with Deontay Wilder, right?
Right. At least it's Kim.
I think, you know, I fucked with Wilder, man, but just looking at Tyson Fury, the performance that he had, you know, with Deontay Wilder, I can understand if you don't want to jump back in there right away, man. You know,
right.
Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
You know, and he barely got up from that fucking coma that he got put in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
I honestly think that right now he's in a good spot, man, because he did something that Anthony Joshua didn't want to do, which was jump in there with the boogeyman. And, I mean, he very well could go another route, try to see what Joshua had for him. You know, it's more belts over there, probably more money. But I just think Deontay Wilder got to be prepared to go a different route, man, if Fury's not responding and all of that, you know?
Right.
But, I mean, Fury, I mean, he did what a lot of people, I didn't expect him to do that and have that kind of performance against Wilder. So, I think he gained a lot of people's respect. I mean, I'm one of the people that personally felt that he won the fight, even though a lot of people say he didn't beat the count. But I thought he beat the count. I thought he outboxed Deontay Wilder. And I think that was mainly because Deontay Wilder was too anxious. He was too emotional going into the fight. And a lot of people don't understand that kind of stuff, man. You got to keep your composure. Can't be going off on Radio Raheem and getting all distracted. You know, you got to have your focus totally on the opponent in front of you. And Tyson Fury is good at getting you out of your game, you know, getting you out of your element. And I kind of agree. I heard you say that in the rematch you think it's going to be just as tough. I mean, I agree with you. You know, I think Deontay Wilder in a rematch will be better. I think he definitely will. He can't look any worse than what we saw in that first fight.
Right.
And I think Tyson Fury, I don't know if he'll be able to avoid getting hit with another big shot like that, like how he got hit in the 12th round.
Right.
And I think if Wilder lands a big shot again in a rematch, the fight really could be over. But I don't never sleep on a pure boxer. I think pure boxers is coming back to the sport of boxing. They rising back to the top. And you can't just have a knockout punch, man. You got to be able to box. And we seen some upsets to end 2018, like we see Jamel lose to Harrison. We see Wilder get out boxed by Fury, but they fought to a draw. We seen Jamal Charlo get outboxed by Matt Korobov. A lot of people thought that was controversial. So we seen a lot of pure boxers, man, show everybody like if you can box, you know, hey, there's a good chance that if you show up on your defense, you're going to win the fight.
Right.
Unless that guy is lucky and land a big punch on you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, no, I completely agree, man.
Yeah. But, man, you know what I'm saying? I support what you do, man. You know, great channel. And, yeah, I'm going to say Joshua, man, I don't really know what to too much say about this guy. I just feel like he want to throw himself in the mix now after Wilder and Fury were able to, you know what I'm saying, capture the masses of the fans and everybody like that in that one fight, man. And
I don't think he really wants to fight, to be honest, man. I don't think Joshua, because think about it, they're doing exactly the opposite. Last time everybody knew there was pussyfooting around. Everybody knew that Eddie Hearn was ducking out of it, and Joshua was acting too much like a promoter, not a fighter. And now out of nowhere, Joshua like, I want to fight. He wanted to fight so bad that he wasn't even at the fight. But I think he doesn't really want it. I think he's going to fight Dylan White. Big Baby Miller. I don't think he really wants to fight Wilder.
I 100% agree with you, bro. I agree with you because, you know, he came down to America, you know, that first time playing games. You know what I mean? He showed up to the Golden State Warriors game.
Yeah.
You know, of course, Reggie Miller thought his last name was Johnson. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, Anthony Johnson. See,
you know, so, you know, the man has been humiliated. He feels out of the loop a little bit, you know, and he thinks, he honestly thinks that because he's so big in the UK and he got all these belts, that really means something to us out here in the US. It's just like, nah, really what it is, we want to see the best fight the best. And nobody want to see him face Dillian White again.
No.
You know, nobody want to see him face, you know what I'm saying, a Chisora or a Parker or anybody like that, or even maybe a Big Baby Miller. I mean, even though I would actually want to see him fight him, but it's like you don't want to fight the guys that may pose a big threat to him.
No.
You know? So, I mean, yeah, I agree with you, though, man. I think that he's just doing a lot of the same, man. He's just playing games, and maybe Eddie Hearn just told that guy to, you know, to show up on ESPN First Take or whatever that episode and try to make it seem like he's free smoke all of a sudden, when really we know he's not that, man.
You know what?
I agree with you.
And going back to what you said about Tyson Fury, now, you know, as a fan, you want to see them run that fade right back. The fade was so good, you know that some people thought Fury won, some might have thought that Wilder won, some might even call it a draw, but it was like, man, it was so good that we want to see it again. But I do understand, like you said, when you fight a guy like Deontay Wilder, that's why I was saying, I don't know if you got on earlier, that even if you spar somebody for the first time and they hit you with some stuff that feel like bricks, you're not so eager to go on it the second time because you know what they really are bringing to the table now. At first, you didn't really know. You had an idea. So I do get it, but the one thing about it, the one thing that if I was fearing, let's say I did not want to fight Wilder next, what I would do, I would call Wilder personally, like, hey, this is the route I'm going with. Because if he bails out right now, it leaves the negotiations bigger for Anthony Joshua. Because now it ain't like, okay, you can choose Fury. Fury already stepped to the side. There's no other big fights but me. Any other step is down step. Fighting Dominique Breazeale, that's a down step. Fighting anybody else is a down step, and it's probably not going to be pay-per-view. So if I was Fury, I want him like to at least act like you're going to fight Wilder next. Even if he don't, that way, you know, like, listen, you gave me a chance. We fought. Everything worked out good. I still be like I'm going to, like, you know, make the fight. That way you can still work with Joshua, maybe get the best deal you can for Undisputed. But, you know, I'm really, to be honest, I'm going to go a different route for one fight. And then I'm going to fight you for Undisputed. Once you beat Joshua, let's say, once you beat Joshua, I'll maybe go fight Dylan White or Big Baby Miller. And if I win that, and then we do the rematch to clear up the smoke that ain't cleared up yet.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Most definitely. I just feel like Tyson Fury, man, like, I just think he's just looking at his options. But, I mean, like I said, I'm one of the people that's not going to be upset if he can get a fight made with Joshua, because I think he can beat Joshua, man. I think he can definitely beat Joshua. And I feel like if he does get a hold of them belts, man, he'll definitely he won't hesitate, man, to jump in there. And I mean, that'll be a big fight, man, for lineal and undisputed
at the same time. Now, hey,
division, man.
No, that's pretty dope. I did a video a while back basically about what are their options. And when the first option was automatically you can do a rematch with these guys. Second option is Wilder can fight Joshua. Third option is Fury can fight Joshua, and that'll be a huge UK market for Fury to be like, you know what, I'm fighting to get my belts back that I never lost. You know what I'm saying? You're not the real champion. Right. But I don't think that fight is... Only reason I don't think that fight is going to work because they put out a video saying that, listen, we're not fighting Joshua unless we get 50%. And Joshua and Eddie Hearn is always trying to keep the lion's share. That's why they're shitting on the linear champion, because, like, that's not a real belt. I never even heard of that belt. What I have heard of is WBA, you know what I'm saying, IBF, and he started naming off his belts. The only way that happens is they're going to have to get Fury at 50-50, man. And I don't think they're going to do it, at least not right now.
So Fury side said that they only want the fight if it's 50-50?
They want that 50-50. They want that 50. Yeah, so since they want 50-50, I don't think, because they put out another video, but even about fighting Deontay Wilder, they want it to be more like lucrative for them, more money. It's going to be definitely, even on Wilder's side, which honestly, I thought they split everything pretty close to even the first time. I think they do a rematch, go ahead and do 50-50 down the line, and may the best man win and walk away with the WBC title, and then unify with Joshua.
Yeah.
But all right, my dude, man. Hey, I appreciate the call, man.
I'm gonna continue to listen in, dog. Appreciate you taking my call.
Hey, absolutely, man. After this, I'm gonna talk about Mikey. I ain't got on Mikey yet because I jumped in this Fury and been on this for a minute, and then I'm gonna, I already touched on Josh, but I'm gonna touch on Mikey and Garcia. Thank you, bro.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right, guys, there it is. I know I didn't announce it, but there is a call-in number right there, 314-884-1013. And guys, I also know I promised to get my Skype up. I'm going to do it. I'm sorry. I'm probably going to set up this weekend for people that's out the country that want to call in via Skype that don't have the money to call straight through. Junior the Superdog said Miller flat-footed, also just a typical boxer. AJ wants another 60-40 fight. Big Baby Miller is a crafty fighter, but listen, man, I know he likes being a big baby. I really believe Big Baby Miller should try to lose a little bit weight, man. I really think the fight for Big Baby Miller is Dylan White. I think Dylan White needs to fight Big Baby Miller, or Dylan White needs to fight Luis Ortiz. If Tyson Fury ends up going somewhere else, and Wilder and Joshua can't make it work because they don't want to come off the budget, again, Joshua's side is trying to offer Deontay Wilder a flat fee. Listen, honestly, if Joshua doing all this campaigning, just like when I was talking to my boy who just hung up, Joshua really don't want to make the fight. When he first came over here and he's all at the game, everybody kissed his butt, man. They all were like, they kissed his butt, And then when he came back over here after the Fury fight, well, he's over here before the Fury fight, but he started doing interviews. He didn't get that same sweetness. They took that cherry off top and started asking a little bit of harder questions about you're ducking, you're scared, and they stopped holding back. He didn't get that same royal treatment he got when he came over here the first time, and he got a little bit tougher. You know what I'm saying? And he was looking more like a ducker. But like I said, in all honesty, I don't think he really wants that work. If you really want to fight Deontay Wilder, you're on every social media marketing that you really want to fight Wilder. If you really want to fight Deontay Wilder, what you would do is you wouldn't offer a flat fee at all. You'll say, listen, no matter what the fight makes, we're just going to split everything either 50-50 or 60-40 or 65-45. In all honesty, I think 60-40 should be a good split. To be honest, they want to do whatever they work out. But I think if you say, listen, give this man a percentage split of everything. Open up all the books, concession stand, pay-per-view buys, live gate sales, whatever. All that split down either the middle or whatever agreed on percentage. But if he really wants to fight, he'll be offering a percentage, a respectable percentage, not no 12.5 flat, not no 15 million flat. He offered Deontay Wilder 15 million flat, but he wouldn't even take 50 million back in the money. Let's see. AJ Wilder fight is already big, regardless if AJ loses. If Miller beats AJ, Hearn has 3 heavyweights he can throw at Wilder on US UK pay-per-view. Plus, having Miller as champion helps Hearn standing in the USA. Keep it real boxing said, what makes me laugh is that everyone has been down playing Ortiz, but now AJ has named Ortiz as one of his potential opponents, along with Miller, White, and Usyk. You know what? I don't believe Usyk gonna fight him. I don't believe Usyk gonna fight him. I think he's gonna move at his own beat. I think Miller is definitely a live dog. I think Dylan White is definitely a live dog. And I believe they naming Ortiz just to name. I'm telling you right now, they would not fight Ortiz. Ortiz is not going to, if Wilder isn't next and Fury's not next, I'm going to say this. On the record, Ortiz will not be next. He will not be next. I'm telling you right now. You listen, I can come on here live and I can be like, listen, man, I know I've been training people. You know, I want to fight Thurman. I'm calling out Thurman, Spence, Crawford. I can call these people out. And it looks good, but you don't really want to fight them. Think about this, man. Even Dylan White. Remember, guys, and I really don't get how people let Dylan White get a pass. Luis Ortiz said, listen, jump on the Wilder Fury on the court December 1st and fight me. Dylan White said, no, fight me December 22nd, right? He gave a date, and they already had a place with no opponent for December 22nd. He thought that Ortiz was locked into the fight for Wilder. Wilder probably told him, like, listen, I'll let you out. Go fight him. I'll let you out of it. You know, I'm pretty sure Ortiz talked to Deontay Wilder first. And then Ortiz said, okay, I accept. I'm going to fight you. I'll fight you on December 22nd. And they went with, who did he fight? They went with Chisora. How you going to get this man a date? He accepted the date. He said, nah, I'm straight. I don't want that work. I'm going to go get some of this here. I already fought him before. I know what the fight is going to be like. I know what he's going to bring to the table. I can plan for that. You're crafty as southpaw. Nah, I'm going to stay away from them shits right there. Junior the Superdog said people act like they don't see that dent in Fury's forehead, or how a person with a concussion act like. Listen, man, I say it's a concussion because he didn't remember. When you don't remember how you got up, you typically got a concussion. You know, and I had him before for playing football or different things, and all of a sudden, you don't really remember you don't remember the last 10, 15 minutes. You're like, okay, last time I remember was this. Well, how did I get here? You know? Fury still said he don't know how he got up. You know, his trainer was over there. Listen, his trainer was over there praying. Please, God, please, little baby Jesus, please wake him up. Tap him right on that red spot in the middle of his head. Please, with my baby Jesus, please. You know, but again, I'm going to say this right now. Again, Fury is a great fighter. Probably the best overall boxer in the heavyweight division. Luis Ortiz is definitely crafty as shit. But the way that Fury moves, his feints, his speed, his footwork, his combinations, he's a force to be reckoned with. That's why I said when they fight again, and if they do fight again, it's going to be a hell of a fight, man. And his trainer, Fury hasn't came out and said it, which is why I'm not going to say Fury ducking. I put the question mark there because what his camp has been saying. His camp has been talking about needing more money. His camp, as in head trainer, has been saying they don't want that Wilder fight next. And in all honesty, you know, since him and Deontay Wilder worked so well together to do this, even if they did not want the fight next, they should keep it under the table, tell Deontay Wilder to even help with negotiation with Anthony Joshua. If Fury like, no, I'm saying if it's kind of like, listen, we just went to a really tough fight. This is our third fight back. We need to recover. So we're going to recover. We're going to have a fight, and then we're going to come back and fight you. But until that time, if you want to go for undisputed with Joshua, go ahead. We're not going to pull out now. We'll pretend like we're still negotiating for the second fight, and you can do code negotiations with Joshua and try to get the best deal to get the fight made. Listen, you looked out for me, I'll look out for you. But if you come out this early right now and say you don't want the fight, you're putting all the chips back in Joshua's hand to play games, and Wilder's not just going to take scraps again. You know what I'm saying? So in order for the fight to happen, Joshua camp need to be more fair, offer a fair percentage, not no 12.5 percentage, not no 15 percentage. This man just came out doing great pay-per-view numbers. Listen, I don't know the numbers on top. I hear there's around 350,000 in the States, maybe around 750,000 in the UK. plus whatever million they made off the gate, concession stands, and more. I don't know, but to me, that's a damn good fight. The big fight, I'm telling you right now, if they fight again, Fury versus Wilder, because they got the question mark, it's going to do way better. It's going to do better. And then if the winner of that fought Joshua, they didn't do even better because it is for undisputed. But guys, man, I've been touching on that a lot. You see, Fury didn't pop 30 for PEDs until after he beat Klitschko. You think I believe 1 minute he was clean in the fight? Not. You know, I don't remember exactly what he got popped for, but I know he had actual dope in it. So like, was it like? I'm not for sure, but wasn't like cocaine or some shit, like real dope in your system? I don't know, man. Keeper of Box said, I agree with you, but I just thought it was funny how AJ named Ortiz. Yeah, man. Listen, that's just name dropping because people said he's ducking him too. Remember, Ortiz was his mandatory, and it didn't happen. And then Ortiz even was with Eddie Hearn to make the fight happen, and that pushed the fight even further away from happening. But to close on the Joshua versus Wilder or Fury, let's do some finishing notes, is that I would like the rematch to happen next. Personally, that's me personally. I'm a fan. It's a great fight. Let's see again. Let's get clarification. Let's get, no more question marks. And with these guys, it's going to be a great fight. Fury's still going to be the better boxer. The first time, these guys wasn't used to each other. Now Wilder knows what he used to. He knows his range and what he can get hit with. Fury knows what Wilder can do. He knows his range and he knows where he can get hit with. And it's going to be the same thing. Can Fury box a beautiful fight without getting hit? And if he gets hit, can he get up again? Or will he be able to actually stop Deontay Wilder? Because they said that Freddie Rose said that he would have pushed for Fury to try to get the stoppage. We never know. Fury in that 12th round, which praying to little baby Jesus must have helped because he got knocked out, woke up in 5 seconds, beat the clock. Listen, guys, was it a long count? Was it not a long count? I don't know. But to be honest, to beat that, I don't care if it was 13, 14 seconds. The dude got up on steady legs and survived the storm and started a storm of himself in the 12th round to where he hit Wilder with a left hook that made Deontay Wilder had to hold on. That's the best round for sure of this year. Probably the best fight of this year. Who you thought won, it's up to you. Again, I only watched it once. I felt that it was a draw, or I got to tip it towards Fury. If I go back and watch it and try to count rounds, maybe I say different. But just watching as a fan, calling it live, doing a live stream, I thought Fury edged it out, but Wilder made it fucking interesting. And probably could have got the draw. And they called it draw. Remember, it's some of them early rounds, first round, second round, that you may have just gave to Fury, but was anything really landed. But that's neither here or there. Do I think Fury's scared? Fury's a fighter. I don't think he's scared. I think Fury will fight. Do I think his camp is afraid? Yes. I think his camp is afraid. See, sometimes fighters, win, lose, or draw, will walk into that storm. But when his trainers and his promotion company don't want to see him lose, they care for him as a kid, as their kid. The trainer don't want to see him go through that again. Whenever you get knocked down and your trainer start praying and shit, get down, bowing, sprinkling, baptizing water over his head, trying to throw some water from outside the ring onto Fury. Wake up! In the name of the Holy Ghost, I baptize you. Get up! And he doesn't want that again. Like I said, I don't think his trainer want to go through that storm more than Fury does. Guys. Oh, MBT Boxing, what's good, bro? Shout out to MBT Boxing. Shout out to Black Horseman Promotion, guys. Black Horseman Promotion. Hey, let me, you know what, Black Horse? He said, great show. Thanks for talking. I taking the call. Absolutely, man. I appreciate it, man. Anybody's welcome to call in. I am going to get the Skype going up. I might work on it today, but I do have to go to the gym. I gotta train some kids today that, they fight in Golden Gloves in March. So, we trying to get them trained up for that, and maybe have a couple fights before then as well. Mikey Garcia did an interview with the Boxing Boys. Check it out. Regarding the statement that Earl Spence said that Mikey Garcia is around here looking like Kangaroo Jack. Listen, man. Mikey was looking like Kangaroo. You don't believe me? I'm finna find it right now. Let me see if I can find that picture. Damn it, you know what? I didn't make it on this. Fuck. I don't have it on here because I made an image, but I didn't make it on this laptop. Earl Spence Jr. said that in 2 weeks, Mikey Garcia went from Slim Beam eating pizza to the guy looking like Kangaroo Jack in 2 weeks. Well, Mikey Garcia went on the Boxing Voice, did an interview, and they asked him a lot of tough questions. I wish I wrote them down so I can go over the question and his response. But I know when they asked that part about it's been 2 weeks, that Earl Spence said, you know, you got big in 2 weeks like that. And Mikey Garcia corrected him and said, no, really, it's been like a week. It ain't even been 2 weeks. And it's this whole big thing that his new, I guess, I don't know if he's strength and conditioning coach, but I know he got busted with, you know, allegedly, I'm not trying to get myself in trouble with, you know, PEDs. And now Mikey Garcia is working with him, guys, and can you get results like that, you know, in a week's time? But you think about it, like honestly, you know, a lot of stuff that's legal today will probably be banned in 2 years. You don't know. I mean, a lot of stuff can be borderline pushing it, but we don't. I'm not saying that if he is or if he's not doing it. But he damn sure got big. He said, listen, man, I like working with them. I had other people that I worked with that I got good results with. He said, but man, I like their product, their protein, their recovery, their pre-workout, like whatever they're giving him is having a tremendous effect on his body, tremendous effect on him being able to recover and go right back at it again. When your body would normally stop, he's able to push through it and basically achieve a lot of more better results. It's like if some of you guys watch Dragon Ball Z, I think it's called a hyperbolic time chamber, where you go in there for 48 hours and it's been like you come out in 2 days, but it's like you've been there for 2 years and you all stockied up. That's what Mikey Garcia looked like he just went through. But the one thing I got from that interview, the one thing, Mikey Garcia's with that smoke. Listen, guys, this right here, you guys know what this is? It's a smoke alarm, right? And I had to take the battery out of it because Mikey Garcia's with that smoke. He would set this off. He's with that smoke. He is confident. He said he already beat him many times already in his head. Mikey Garcia is, I have no doubt in my mind now, that he's going to come out there and he's going to probably try to take the fight to Earl Spence. And I think he really believes he's going to win. He's with all that smoke. Newports, Cool 100, Swisher Sweets, all of it. Black and Mouse, all of it. But will the training, the new size, will that prepare him for the natural bigger man who's got a good tight defense and can work the body like Rocky can work a hanging cow in a freezer? I tell you one thing, he will make it interesting. He's going to make it very interesting on how the fight's going to turn out. But I still see the end result. The end result, I think Earl Spence is going to hurt him. I think Mike Garcia, now Mike Garcia is not going to fold up in a 1 round or 2 round or 3 round. I think Mike Garcia is going to be there. I see Earl Spence maybe getting Mike Garcia when they get to that 6th round, maybe that 6th or 7th round. That's when shit's going to turn up on Mikey. That's when shit's going to really turn up. That's when we're going to see how much can that body really take and how much protein powder or recovery can protect their chin when Errol Spence get it. Mike Garcia is a great fighter. Listen, I'm not taking nothing away from Mike Garcia. He's a great fighter. Good defense, really good timing. Didn't matter if he fought a guy like Bronner, who moved and tried to stay away a lot, or Robert, who was long and rangy and tried to move. Robert had a different range on him, but still couldn't find him with his jab, and Mikey Garcia was able to time Robert effective with his jab and with the right hand. Very good fighter, smart fighter, cut the ring off well. Will that work against Errol Spence Jr.? Some of it will, some of it won't. What's going to happen fight night? We'll find out then. Guys, do me a favor if you come into the chat room. This is a channel that I just got my live streaming ability back. I was suspended for no reason. No strikes, no community guidelines, no nothing. I stalked YouTube until they finally gave me a response, not admitting, but gave me a response, and next thing you know, it was lifted. Guys, please subscribe, please like, please share, please tell your other boxing friends that, hey man, I know you like this channel, but also check out this dude too. He give it to you raw, uncut, unedited. This is your boy T-Dub. Here it is. What's the place in the sports?